Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 36 of Prison Architect, and we are now running on version 2 of the game. This is it, this is the last big release for the game. It has now been finished. The developers are still working on, things like bug fixes and things like that, but development has pretty much completed now. So even though the game has actually been released for a while, there's something going on here in the canteen. We've had a couple of deaths over here. This guy was a snitch. I think we are going to have to build some protective custody. Somebody did suggest building it over here on the right-hand side of the road, which is not a terrible idea, but obviously it's quite expensive to buy all that area just to put one little protective custody suite in there. We've still got some room up here in this corner of the prison that we could potentially use. Now, I don't think we're going to have that many people to put into protective custody. So we could potentially go and put a little protective custody block up here with its own little kitchen and canteen, and try and keep everybody else away from it. So that might be what we do there, and then we could still use the classroom because they would be relatively close to it. I think that's what we might actually do here. So let's go and put in some paving stones and just take this path all the way up over here. Get all this connected up. And yeah, we'll build some sort of block over here in this corner. Let's start planning that out. So as always, we want to keep 2 blocks away from the fences. So 2 blocks in and 2 blocks down. And leave a 2-block gap. So this is the sort of size that we could run up to, ideally, if we wanted to. So we could have a block this size. Now, cramming in everything we need might be difficult. Obviously, we want a canteen and a kitchen. They don't have to be huge ones, though. We could probably do something like that and have enough space. Question is, how many cells can you get in? How many cells do you want to get in? So just trying to plan this out. Now that leaves us a bit of room there that we can't really use. I guess having, let's just take that out and make that a bit larger. We can have 1 solitary there. And then have another block of cells on that corridor. We want some showers in there. We could put the showers in the individual cells. But I think if we make these... oh, well, that wasn't quite what I was hoping to achieve. Let's try that again. So, 4 by... It's got to be 6, hasn't it, to make it 4 squares big? No? 1, 2, 3. They need to be 4, don't they? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've made them too small. That's why we're all going wrong. God damn it. Needs to be that size. That's the size of a cell. Alright, let's go and get rid of these walls and sort that out. I'm just, like I said, I'm not building anything here. I'm just sort of planning this out and see, is it going to be possible to put these cells in like this? Still got that same issue here now. Don't really want to make the kitchen any smaller. Like I said, I don't think we'll need that many protective custody cells. We need to have... Well, maybe we just have 5. Maybe 5 would be sufficient. And then this can be the entrance way. We would need showers, of course, but we could put showers in the individual cells. We've done that before. And that could be a solitary. Do we want to try and cram in a 6th cell? I mean, we could make this the doorway. If we went down there, put in another cell. And then we could make one of these a solitary room. I guess a solitary room can be wider than it doesn't have to be 1 width, does it? So I could make that solitary anyway. So yeah, let's consider doing that. So this will be the door. So we'll go and put the paving slabs and everything in anyway. So everything will be connected up. And we'll probably want some access around the back because we'll put in a staff door here in the kitchen. And I think we'll just put showers in individual cells. It'll probably be the best way to go about doing that. And then we'll have our own little protective custody suite up there. Now, we don't have an awful lot of money. We do have some more prisoners coming in soon. We still need to get our capacity up to 500. That's going to be a long way off. What I'd like to do is have these 10 prisoners finish the foundation education course. If we ever actually manage to get that done, that'll be $40,000 in the bank, which will be considerable. And that should help us. We do want to sort of expand as well, so we're going to need to build, buy another area. Now, we do also need a yard area, I suppose, for the protective custody people. And obviously we want to make sure that they keep out of... we want to sort of make sure they keep away from the rest of the prisoners. So we really need to make sure that they don't go into areas where other prisoners are using at the same time, like the yards, for example, and the classrooms. So we could always schedule the classrooms to be used at different times. There are some places that are going to be shared, such as, for example, the parole room and the visitors' rooms, but they're normally escorted by guards while doing that. So that shouldn't be too bad. The money's not coming in very quickly. There we go. We've just had some more prisoners come in, so that'll certainly help things out. So let's go ahead and start building this block. It'll be worth doing it. We'll put auto lights on because this is not going to be a cloned room. So just building the sort of foundations itself costs us a stupidly high amount of money, but let's go ahead and do that. We want a large jail door in there. We want a solitary door there. We want a staff door here, and we'll probably have one here at the back. We will want jail doors. We'll just replicate our normal cell design. I know now, obviously, I'm doing it manually, so it's a bit of a pain, but... And what we need to do, of course, is go to deployment and make sure this area is set to unlocked. We can't do that until it is fully built, which now it is. So that's all got to be unlocked, thank you. And we'll wait till all of that gets built up. We do need to put the utilities in. At the very least, we need the power. So let's go and work on the electrical cables. Because obviously some of this has got to go up to the kitchen. So someone's going to have to run down there. One's going to have to run along there. We'll get that all wired up as and when the time comes. A decent bit of cash coming in now. Might have to do another shakedown soon. We seem to be spotting quite a lot of stuff around. Oh, we've got another death just occurred. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on over here in this canteen constantly. Prisoners with serious complaints. Again, I don't know if any of this stuff is going to be changed in version 2, i.e. if anything has been, any balance changes have been made. Trying to see the one in here that's dead. I can't actually get to him. Yep, it's another snitch. So, yeah. Having protective custody is going to be quite important for us. A lot of people here want searching because there's been quite a lot of stuff going on down there. We shouldn't have enough guards around. We should certainly be able to get all of that stuff sorted out, but we'll just we'll leave that to carry on. We'll make sure we have a guard at all times here in protective custody. We'll also make sure that we have metal detectors on the doors. We'll do everything we can to try and keep people safe where possible. So we need to put in some walls. So let's go ahead and start working on that. That should be correct. Oh, the game just froze for... Always scares me when the game freezes like that. So that should go to there, and there, and there. Just trying to make sure I leave the gap where the door's supposed to go. So that should be all of that fixed. Now let's go ahead and remove the planning, because we shouldn't need that anymore. And we need some other stuff. So beds is something that we're going to need. I mean, we could double up and just put bunk beds in for protective custody. I mean, are they a risk to each other, though? I mean, I guess they're still going to bump into each other in certain areas. But I'd prefer these to be cells and not dorms, so we'll just go ahead and just put normal beds in. This area will be a solitary area. I've missed a bit of wall there, haven't I? This should be a wall right there. Windows. We do want to put some windows in. And we will put showers in these rooms as well. So we'll work out how we're going to do that. I guess they could go down at sort of the end corners of the beds, which is an area that we don't usually put them. We'll need to put radiators in and everything. There's always so much to do. That's fine. What do we need now? Metal detectors near the door. Definitely need 2 of those. All stuff that's very, very expensive. And yet, I'm aware I haven't done the kitchen or anything. We'll put bookshelves in. We'll put toilets in. We'll put radiators in. Where are we? Radiators. Radiators go opposite the foot of the bed. Which leaves room for us to put toilets in. So speaking of toilets, let's get those put in. Like so. We will need drains on the doorways because, of course, we've got showers in these rooms. And we need book shelves. So yeah, you will notice some things that have changed slightly. In terms of the menus used to select items, they don't have the weird blueprint background thing on them anymore, which supposedly is to make it a little bit easier to see where stuff is, but I'm not necessarily convinced that that is the case. So, we need a way for the people to actually be able to get into here, don't we? So there needs to be a large jail door over here. Now that will remain locked open anyway. So we can do that. Got some more utilities that we need to put in. So utilities. We're going to need we're going to need hot water. We're going to need water in general. We do have water coming up here. So let's run this water down the middle, more or less. So there's our water pipe. We want to have our water boiler over here, which is also going to need power. We want to build a wall around this and put in... Oh, what's going on there? Put in a door. Be a staff door. And this will be a staff-only area. Utilities. Where are we? Small pipes. So, small pipes to the toilets. One thing I'm never sure of is, do you have to have hot water pipes going... if you've got hot water pipes going to something like the shower, do you need to have cold water pipes going to them as well? That's something that I'm not sure of. Let's run this the length of that. And let's just try it. Let's just put hot water pipes only connected to the showers. And if we get a warning that we need cold water as well, then we'll go and put the cold water pipes in. We know the radiators only require hot water because they're radiators. So let's go and work on the radiators. From there. The showers are all getting hot water now. Yep, no longer getting any warnings on those. Still a few pipes that need connecting up though, so that is fine. And then we'll sort the kitchens out. Good stuff. $26,000 actually. We're making money more quickly than I thought. We are going to have to hire some more staff, of course, when we get another kitchen in. Yep, that all seems to be working out nicely now. And that is mainly done. So, objects. We need to make ourselves a kitchen. We need to get ourselves a couple of cookers. And we need to get ourselves a couple of fridges. And we need to get ourselves a couple of sinks. Not a lot of space for sinks in here, is there really? We might have to rethink this one slightly. Oh, we put the sink that way around. Does it change the direction? Yeah. So put one sink in that way around. That'll be fine. And then we need to do the canteen itself. So we're going to need a serving table. And again, because of the length of the doors, it makes these a little bit difficult. So we'll have a serving table along that wall. And then we will want some benches. So we'll start them down here. So we'll go bench, space, bench, leave a space, bench, space, bench. This should be enough to handle the capacity of our protective custody area. We just want some normal tables. And that should pretty much do it, I would have thought. Are those metal detectors connected up? Utilities, yes they are. We do still need power going to these things. We also need water going to the sink. So it can just be cold water actually, it doesn't need to be hot water. I mean theoretically it should be hot water, but I mean that will actually do. We will want to get a CCTV camera put in here, even though we will have a guard in here at all times anyway. So we'll put in a CCTV camera. So we probably want... oh, there's another death, you see. We're losing quite a lot of people now. We want this to... Right, that's going to be staff only. And all of this is going to be protected custody only. And guards in here and here at all times. That door's definitely not going to be locked open. In fact, the only door that's going to be locked open is this one. This menu seems to have been improved a little bit now as well. And there's actually an open door button there. You can still open just by right-clicking though, which is good. This door... Ah, we failed to complete the wall. There's the problem there. So that should be a wall. And stuff is starting to come in. We've got that camera there. We need to connect that up. So we want the CCTV room's right down here, isn't it? So CCTV monitor, connect to that. Should have it sorted out. So we now have a new area that we can use. And what we're going to do is we're just going to slow things down for the time being. We need to get all of this stuff made into the right rooms and everything. So these are just going to be cells. And then we need to find people who we can put into protective custody. So those are cells. We want solitary here. I don't know how it sort of darks everything out. I moved the mouse somewhere and everything went dark. Yeah, that. Oh, that's quite clever actually. I see what it's doing. So you mouse over a particular room and it highlights all of the rooms that are assigned to that. That's actually not quite a nice idea. We need another kitchen and we need another canteen. And I'm looking for them. There's the canteen. So that needs to be done. And we need a kitchen. Indoors cooker, fridge, sink. Indoor serving tables, benches. Yep, these should all get completed. No prisoners assigned to eat in this canteen. That is true, but we're working on that. So that's going to be logistics. So, food distribution. Yep, that's actually sorted itself out anyway. It's just there are no prisoners in there yet. So we don't even really need to work about that. We can have a couple of jobs in there. Hopefully they will only be protective custody people. So what we need to do now is find some protective custody prisoners. Now, I believe we can probably do that under intelligence. Is it possible to see any of our prisoners and tell which ones are which? Here we go. So we can see where our informants are. We should also be able to see if anyone is targeted. Skilled fighters, expert fighters. A lot of our Minsec prisoners are skilled and expert fighters. We've got people who are quick and stoical, volatile, fearless. Got a potential CI here we could grab. Show rap sheet now. Okay, fine. Experience. Recruit informant. You're our new CI. So we'll have to keep our eye on people and try and find appropriate ones to put in protective custody. It might be a little bit easier to do it once everybody's out into the canteen. Now, there's quite a bit of load I've just noticed on this power station here. It is running quite a lot of stuff now, so what we can do is we can go and grab some extra capacitors on that. It's a little bit of extra money, but it'll probably save us a bit in the future. So we can assign up to 6. Oh, we need a toilet in solitary, don't we? Missed that one. Got to put a loo in there. So there's the toilet, and utilities, put in some small pipes. Apparently the sink still doesn't have water, so let's get that connected up. So okay, things seem to be going relatively well with that. Death row inmate status. Oh, would you look at that? We hadn't had any death row inmates for a while. I've been waiting quite some time for them to turn up. Let's just have a quick look around. Actually, no, we'll do that on the next video. On the next video, we'll have a quick look around because I want to see what other possible changes may have been made with the version 2 release. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Prison Architect. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.